5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You already know what it is. You've seen the intro, Resting Behind the Curtains. This is part two of what I told you we're going to have to pause on because it's about to go crazy. So this part two, real quick. Thank you to the Patreon, to the Cash App, to the YouTube subscribers everywhere. Shout out to Vanessa for subscribing to the Patreon.
Shout out Vanessa.
Subscribe to the Patreon, you get shouted out. Period. So if you want to be shouted out on a channel that does pretty well and gets good views, then make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon and let's do it.
But hey, that's dope. I'm still like that. That is dope, Vanessa. Whoever you are, wherever you are, that's pretty cool. Check me out, Fanside, Dan Smack Pow, NFL Spin Zone, Random Rants, Facebook. Don't forget to check out the wrestling group. Same name, Behind the Curtains on Facebook. Like it is popping, we still growing. Not a lot of members, but it doesn't matter. We're a tight-knit community. We like family. So we haven't seen Bray Wyatt since WrestleMania, and I don't know if it was you that told me, if it was my brother Maurice, who's also like he's part of Go for Two. But somebody told me the reason why he lost the WrestleMania. Have you heard why everything has been transpiring the way it's been transpiring with Bray Wyatt, or no? Because there's a reason behind it, allegedly. So not before WrestleMania,
I know,
but WrestleMania specifically. Yeah,
I sent it in the group, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. Did it have something to do with Brody?
Yeah. So Brody, his death, he hadn't quite recovered from it, and he had been off TV for such a long period of time that Vince wanted him back. Two things: he wasn't in shape, and again, he just wasn't emotionally there. So what they did was they once again buried him to Randy, and obviously they created the Alexa Bliss, Bray Wyatt, persona. They furthered it. And so they that's why he got buried again in a matter of a few minutes.
But shout out to you, Vince, for fucking over Bray Wyatt again. Mental health awareness month. Yeah, we're still in it.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Golly.
So man clearly told you mentally he wasn't capable of doing stuff right now.
Yeah.
And the way you let him handle that is to bury him and fuck him over so he can go into more depression. Good job. But go ahead.
Yeah. So my thing is, and what you just said is kind of like literally every single last WWE fan frustration. Every wrestling fan who watches both companies, anybody who's a fan of Bray Wyatt, his wife JoJo's frustration. Everybody is just frustrated when it comes to what other character or what other wrestler in history do you know that's this immensely talented, this immensely creative, who can continuously reinvent himself to somehow become better than what he was before?
Husky Bray Wyatt. Husky Harris.
He came from Husky Harris, right? And then we had the Bray Wyatt with the Hawaiian shirt, cult leader. Wyatt. Then he evolved that same thing to become a little bit more darker, a little bit more menacing, a little bit more Undertaker-like.
And the Fiend.
Then he disappears, comes back as a Fiend. Don't forget
the sweater too.
Huh?
Forget the sweater, Bray.
And then his alter ego, which it by itself can be,
which I thought they were gonna go with a new Cactus Jack, a new Mick Foley, a new Mankind.
Exactly. He was going to be different variations of, he's still Bray Wyatt, but he has these different variations of the characters that we've seen him portray over the years. And by the way, he's still relatively young. So what I can't understand is, Vince, why do you hate Bray Wyatt? Because from everything I understand, he doesn't just do for himself. He does backstage too. Like he took whatever he learned from Dusty Rhodes, and he took it to the next level. Like he's a mentor. He helps people with the promos, or he helps people like develop their character. And what is that? Like that's a genius. Like that to me sounds like a genius. He may not be all that in the ring. I love him in the ring, to be honest. Like I think he's really good. I think he's athletic. I think he does exactly what you want from a big man. But what's disappointing is his wrestling IQ is being diminished by the fact that he hasn't got he's a 3-time world champion, but it doesn't even feel like it. So your thoughts and what you want to see going forward? Yeah, what you want to see happen with him going forward?
I mean, if we're being truthful, I want him out of WWE.
Sound like my brother.
They're never gonna do him justice. They'll have another gimmick. They'll sell merch. So let's be clear. He was only popular as the Fiend because Vince wanted to sell the mask and sell that belt for $1,000 or whatever it was. That's it. It's the same thing they're doing. This is offhand too. This is the same thing they're doing with Aleister Black. They give him the dope mask, the dope little persona, because Vince is gonna market that, make some bread, and Aleister's going right back to
and dump him. Yeah.
So it doesn't even, for the marks, it doesn't even have to be AEW. Like, cool, go to New Japan, go to Impact, go to Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
It's all good. Just not WWE.
Let me ask you this question though. Say he stays in WWE. And I know, like, I'm into fantasy booking. Like, I love fantasy booking. Love it. Love, creating our own stories and stuff like that. Right now, what would you do with him today? He's coming back like, hey, I'm ready. What are you doing with Bray Wyatt right now?
Man, it's so hard because he's so damaged to me already. Like, I really don't give a shit.
You have to I'm telling you, like, as a fan, wanting to see him succeed.
If we're starting the pressure, I'm putting him back on Raw. I want him as the heel. He can't be on SmackDown with Roman because Roman's killing that over there. So I need him on Raw. I need him as a heel. I need him in the stable. I need him, Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I love Alexa anyway, but only because
for real.
Only because you've already made that story pop. Let's go.
Might as well continue it. Mm-hmm.
Her, Nikki Cross.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You gotta hire Bo back.
Exactly. Yep.
You gotta hire Bo back. Give him the long beard, long hair. Make him look.
He could do the clown, like a clown gimmick almost.
I don't.
No, this is what I'm saying. If you think about the Fiend, and again,
those are good with me.
Huh?
You talking like an it thing, but I don't want to see him with makeup. I don't want to.
No, a mask, like the Fiend, but like a clown version of it. So more of it, but he had been a fun house, like himself, but when he comes out, it's a different persona. It's a mask. It's very Fiend-ish, but a clown version of the Fiend, because so it can go with the theme of the fun house.
I mean, I get it. It's that they made him look like a clown for so long that I feel like they would just be playing him. But cool, if it's something crazy, deranged,
yeah, that's exactly it.
Cool, but he's gotta have the beard. He's gotta have long hair because he looks menacing.
Yeah.
Think that he doesn't scare me.
No.
So we have Cross, Bliss.
That's your stable. Now, what you doing with him? Give me a few.
I feel like there should be one more man.
No, I agree with you. And we could think of
Put Braun in there.
Braun works because he needs to reestablish himself. So there we go. They're not doing nothing with him anyway. Yeah, they kind of tossing him around. So all right. So give me a few.
Just let them kill everybody.
En route to what?
I mean, he's eventually he has to be the title holder.
Okay.
It would have been good if Vince didn't fuck up the Hurt Business, because it would have been an immediate feud right there.
So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna help. So I'm gonna help you continue the storyline.
Would have been Lashley, Sheldon, Cedric, and even throw in Ricochet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you right now, you got the Hill, the Reunited, the Firefly Funhouse is probably what they call themselves. You got the Reunited Firefly Funhouse, right? These dark, demented, people.
Would rather be a better name than the Firefly Funhouse, but go ahead.
Hey, listen, that's what they are right now. When they're on TV, when they're in the ring, they're probably something dark and demented. I don't know, the new Wyatt family, whatever. You're gonna have to call them that. But
their look with the way the Sanity came in would have been crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So let's just take the Firefly Funhouse right there. We're calling them that for now because the demented, the demented part of it, we don't really have. You have him, like just destroy everybody en route to the world title. You take away all the magic, the magic part of it all. Like, you make it so that they have split personalities, not magical powers. right? So you ground them in that regard. He is Mick Foley. Like just basically take, Mick Foley, basically take, what's the movie, man? With James McAvoy. Where he had split.
Mhm.
He split. Make them, that's what that group is, right? You would have to reestablish her business in order to try to help Bobby fend off this incoming group that's destroying everybody. So I'm with you. Even though they screwed up to her business, if you're telling me, if you pitching to me like, hey, this is what I want to happen, I'm gonna pitch you. All right, so let's go ahead and reestablish this group, and we're definitely gonna rebuild her business. We're gonna add everybody, and then you added Ricochet, and we're gonna turn them into faces. MVP could sell a face. We already know Bobby can, become, he can handle being a world champion. And by the way, what they did with Bobby Lashley, reinventing him, but somehow keeping him the same to make me want to see him as WWE champion. I give that was such a phenomenal call.
Well, that was one MVP. And two.
It doesn't matter. No, I'm saying.
Oh, it does
Still
matter
great.
because it had nothing to do with Vince. Because Vince was probably like,
It
whatever.
don't matter.
MVP helped that out, and the fact
That world championship though,
and the fact that they established her business is what made me like Bobby Lashley. Because I was with I was with the stable. That whole shit, the power thing, I was fucking with it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be called the New Nation because remember for years we wanted them to establish the New Nation of Domination, and I think MVP interviewed or somebody interviewed, I don't know, somebody talked about why they didn't want to do the New Nation. They wanted to kind of do something a little bit different because they wanted, number one, times like people are very sensitive now, so having something like that wouldn't have worked. But the Hurt Business was such a phenomenal heel group, a heel faction, and if all they, I want to ask you, going back to the whole Wyatt family thing or Bray Wyatt having the stable. And remember, I asked you a long time ago. We never got a chance to talk about this. Mustafa Ali, right? They gave him that group. What was the name of that group again?
Oh, who cares?
Yeah, they were tearing up everything, and they had massive potential, huh?
Retribution.
The name was amazing, right? Mustafa Ali is amazing at the mic. I'm on the mic and in the ring, and I always thought that Bray Wyatt could save them.
What did I say? What did I say when they did that group though? I said they're gonna fuck it up.
Oh no. We both agreed off rip because Mustafa Ali was supposed to be the hacker. Now, all Vince had to do was just make the hacker tie into Retribution. The mask and stuff and the stupid names, that's a whole nother, like that was messed up. But I feel like that would have been a pretty good feud, a power feud, right? Like, to have Bray Wyatt, he takes control of Retribution. That's a phenomenal name, like Retribution. And since Ray was on his own tour of destroying all those who he was buried by, I think it just made so much sense before they just screwed it all over. Screwed it all up.
That's another thing AEW does. They have stables.
They stabled out.
They don't have no stables in WWE. Like, who is the Wyatt's going to fight besides the Hurt Business if they put them back together? They're done after that.
Yeah, that's a problem. The New Day, they don't grow the stable.
I want the New Day over though. I want Big E.
Oh no, I'm not with you. I'm not saying bring them back together. I'm saying like just in general, right? Like it'll be the New Day. You got the Street Profits. They don't grow. Like again, they're tag teams. They're not stables. The Viking Raiders, they could be a stable.
They're done.
Oh no, they're done. They washed, and it sucks because they're extremely talented. Extremely talented.
They fucked up Tucker and what's his face?
Oh my gosh. You remember that junk, man? They made Otis win the Money in the Bank. For what? And then they made Tucker turn on him for what? They even used Tucker. There wasn't a feud. Then they put him back, which the Alpha Academy is supposed to be a stable in and of itself because two people don't make an academy. That's just two people. They have so much potential with stables, and they just piss it away.
But all right, let's keep it on Bray.
Let's bring it back to Bray because he had an excellent elite stable that was basically going down in history as one of the greatest stables of all time.
The Bray goes through Bobby Lashley, kills the Hurt Business, kills whoever else they put together. How do you end the booking? Who does he go against WrestleMania?
Oh, Drew McIntyre.
So one on 15?
1 on 15.
And Drew finally gets the pop?
Drew finally gets his pop. Yep. I would do it exactly like that. Yeah, I would do it. Would be because Drew is such a he's everything that WWE wanted Roman Reigns to be, but they just forced Roman Reigns to be somebody he wasn't, and they don't. And I don't get. It would be Drew McIntyre because the whole Roman Reigns thing is frustrating me when I think about it. As far as like it took them this long to figure this out when it was never that complicated to begin with. But Drew he has it right, and then like I said, if you bring Bray back, make him a dominant heel who can be the face of the company because we've seen it happen. Because he can still sell merch as a heel, he can have that sadistic title belt as a heel. He doesn't have to be a face. He can still sell merch that way, and you have Drew get the pop at WrestleMania because you can make people hate Bray Wyatt with great booking and just having him cheat. And not even always cheat, but just he's so demented and so tormented and so evil that you need a hero.
Oh, this is the thing. I don't want him to lose. I mean, I don't want him to win in a heelish cheating way.
I got you.
Till we get to
so you just want to be like the dark,
I want him to be that dude.
Vicious. Yeah.
Like he's a scary figure. Like be scary.
Just be scary. Yeah, I got you. And then having Braun on this side, I like what you said about.
And then Braun. When you get to Drew, like you can do Drew. What's the joint before WrestleMania?
Royal Rumble. Oh, you mean the one between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania?
Yeah. What's that? Something.
It's always. What's between? Is it a normal? It's not a normal pay-per-view. It's always different pay-per-views.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, you mean a major pay-per-view between like because there's
Royal Rumble. Let's just say Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we'll say Royal Rumble. Okay.
No, let's say before Royal Rumble.
Before the pay-per-view. Yeah. Towards the end of the year. This
is how I'm booking. This is how I'm going to co-sign the book. How you say before whatever the pay-per-view is before Royal Rumble is the first time that Bray Wyatt has the trouble with Drew, and they do some cheating heelish type shit.
Okay.
To where Bray wins.
I get you. So before that though, he's just running roughshod through everybody, but only because of Drew, because Drew is that good
that he has a problem with him.
So he has a problem with him, so he has to cheat. I'm with you. I'm digging it. Like I 100% with you.
Drew, I think it'll be a 2-time Royal Rumble winner now. He wins the Royal Rumble.
Ooh.
He says, "I want you again, but at WrestleMania."
Yep.
So Bray kills everybody again. WrestleMania comes. For whatever reason, either it doesn't work or the Wyatts are banned.
Yeah, whatever reason. Yeah.
Drew goes over, gets the pop.
Yeah. Because you can even imagine, let's take it to the next level, right? You want to kind of, if you want to make it like, even over the top, I'm legit getting chills thinking about it. You can have the people that screwed over Bray come back to help Drew win just because Bray destroyed all of them. So as the Wyatt family start to cheat, you have these guys, the people that he ran roughshod over, like a Bobby Lashley and stuff, kind of, like, yo, nah, this can't go down like this. Like we ain't having it.
You're not gonna like my ending, but go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so you're not gonna have it there. Wait, no, go ahead. So that's all I want to say is kind of like take it to the next level to make it this massive main event, which would result because I imagine Roman versus The Rock would be.
I would hope so, but we'll see.
We'll see. But one of because it's at WrestleMania, it's multiple main events. Honestly, like it's not just one. When it's been 2 nights, there could be night one main event, and how would it end?
I don't like 2 WrestleMania nights. That's another thing. They should just take some of the matches out. But anyway, depending.
Oh, we gotta talk about this. Yeah, not now.
It's like an 8-hour show. Some of the matches ain't really that great. But anyway, I guess keep it. I'll backtrack. I guess keep it 2 nights because not everybody gets to shine, and some people really deserve that WrestleMania spot. So
exactly,
keep it on 2 nights. But anyway, so we do all that shit. Bray loses, but he's still amazing. Drew gets the pop. The Monday night after WrestleMania, Drew cuts his promo. It's amazing. Who shows up? A motherfucking heel, Seth Rollins.
Because Monday night after the night after WrestleMania, people start making the transition over to other shows sometimes.
Seth and
the Monday Night Messiah, we need it. No, I'm with you. But let me tell you something. I'm not mad at you. I'm gonna tell you why. At that point, Bray's the 4 times champion, right? He's established himself as the top heel in the company. You need another top heel. Just now, you got Bobby Lashley and McIntyre who will be faces at that time. You have up and coming faces like who will be on Raw, man? Who's a single competitor that's a face on Raw right now? Who has potential?
Or go down this too. If it's not Seth, let's say someone. It would have to be because I don't think The Rock and Roman should be for a title.
It doesn't have to be.
I mean,
And I think it probably.
it makes it amazing.
But to your point, we know The Rock ain't winning no title, so why even like why
So
even?
So let's say someone took the belt off Roman, Rock, Roman, WrestleMania,
Mhm.
Monday Night Raw, the return of Roman.
Okay, that man, I don't want to.
Then we get heel Roman, face Drew. You know they got to go again though.
No. That's not my problem. I don't have a problem with that. It's just taking. I guess I get over it, right? Because when they took AJ off of SmackDown, I'm like, yo, what are they doing? Like, why are they doing this? Da, da, da. So I guess I could get over Roman being off of SmackDown, but it'll only be 2 years at that point. I'm like, man, I feel like Roman should be, SmackDown should be his house for like 3 to 4 years. But as long as but you saying in this case, you keep Roman, you remove Roman up, and then keep like Seth on SmackDown, right? Then Big E would kind of be like the next big face with Cesaro.
Well, I would hope that you built Big E by then to where
about that, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So now maybe we have Seth, Big E.
That's nice. That is nice. That's nice. And do we stop Daniel Bryan floating around now? Who on his way out? AJ Styles.
Daniel Bryan's gone already. He's gone.
Hey, that man ain't dog. Why you making it down? My dog. You know, that's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time now.
But he's gone already. They let him go. He's done.
So, and then you would imagine, like, and we still have guys like Aleister Black, who I know we would know how fantasy booking. Well, I mean, how to build him up.
You have fucking NXT guys. Can Johnny come up? Can Thomas Ciampa come up?
No. He said. I think Thomas already said. No, he out. He done. Like he doesn't forget. Let's forget the call ups. I think you're right. Let's work with what we have right now because. Well, we got Keith Lee, and we got Keith Lee.
Something's wrong with Keith Lee that we don't know what it is.
So, no, we have no idea. He's been super cryptic right now. But we just fixed. So look, people, we just fixed Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, but let's take Keith Lee out because we don't know what's happening with him. We might fantasy book him and he's done. It looks like it's
we're not finna fantasy.
Serious medical thing.
But, yeah, we're not finna fantasy book for Keith Lee. No, that's not what I was saying.
We got Big E and Seth over there. We're good.
If Big E and Seth stay on SmackDown, absolutely. And then you keep Cesaro over there.
And you keep Shinsuke.
Oh yeah, Shinsuke has an amazing face.
You got to repackage Baron.
You have to repackage Baron. How would you repackage? I'm a Baron Corbin guy.
I would bring him back to the Lone Wolf.
I love that gimmick too.
That shit was amazing. He was dope.
That was amazing.
He was NXT in like 60 seconds. Bring that gimmick back. Like the King Corbin shit is corny.
It was funny. It ran. Yeah, it is corny, but it ran. And he's selling it. In my opinion, like he's selling it. He's doing exactly what Booker T did with, like, he's taking in a roller with it. So the Lone Wolf, King Corbin, is he heel or face?
Heel.
Okay.
Baron is better as a heel.
No, I agree. No, I was just checking. So we got Kevin Owens, face or heel on SmackDown.
You still got Bobby Roode. Do something with him.
I like them. I like him and Dolph.
Okay,
together.
Keep them together. Then.
Yeah. No, I like what you're saying though. We have Seth, Big E, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, Shinsuke, Cesaro. That's a nice core. On SmackDown, the Roman was to depart. Mm-hmm. And guess what you just did, by the way? Not only does Roman depart, the Usos go with him. We keep the stable, and then now we have a Bray Wyatt stable. We have a Roman stable. And whatever, like we could still like a third stable in there somewhere. Oh, we got the Hurt Business. So now we have 3 stables, and the top 3 guys are in the world title picture.
Yep.
Chance, we just made Raw.
We just made them compete with AEW.
We just made them compete with AEW. Fans would be like, and we fixed Bray Wyatt.
Yep. And on that note, this is how we rebook and repackage Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. People. Next time, baby.
Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Yes.